Ever wondered if a woman can truly indulge in her 20s and still, without taking any responsibility, expect you to answer for her indiscretions in her 30s? Welcome, and hold on tight as we unravel the enigma of dark psychology and the modern woman. Dark psychology, a captivating domain, scrutinizes the ominous aspects of human behavior, diving deep into manipulation, deception, and persuasion, revealing the shadowy corners of the human psyche. In today's society, with its ever-evolving dynamics, understanding these undercurrents is not merely interesting but indispensable. Let's contemplate the modern woman's lifestyle and the potential consequences it may have on men. Envision this: a woman relishing her 20s to the zenith, partying, venturing, and perhaps shirking any serious responsibility. But as time marches on, she steps into her 30s, and a seismic shift begins. Suddenly, her behavior, her expectations, and her approach towards relationships undergo a drastic transformation. Here's where we encounter dark psychology. Is it conceivable that some women in their 30s employ psychological tactics to manipulate men while evading any accountability for their actions? Could they exploit their past experiences, their understanding of societal norms, and their emotional intelligence to maneuver situations to their advantage without bearing any consequences? Don't hastily dismiss this as mere conjecture. The principles of dark psychology suggest that anyone can employ its tactics, consciously or subconsciously. It all hinges on understanding human behavior, exploiting vulnerabilities, and bending wills. And let's confront the reality: women, just like men, have the capability to navigate these murky waters, often without acknowledging the ripple effects of their actions. Of course, this isn't to generalize all women or to vilify their actions. This is about highlighting an aspect of human interaction that often goes unnoticed: the lack of accountability. It's about realizing that dark psychology isn't gender-specific. It's a tool, and like any tool, its use as well as misuse on the wielder. As we delve deeper, brace yourself to uncover some bitter realities that may alter your existing viewpoints. So tune in, maintain an open mind, and let's continue this exploration into the enigmatic world of dark psychology and the modern woman. What really happens when a woman decides to party hard in her 20s? Imagine the life of a modern woman in her 20s, brimming with energy and enthusiasm, often choosing to live life to the fullest. This, for many, involves a wild party lifestyle, a whirlwind of experiences that may seem thrilling at the moment but may carry long-term consequences. Picture this: a lifestyle fueled by late-night parties, countless margaritas, spontaneous trips to Ibiza, and a seemingly endless stream of suitors. The allure of this lifestyle is undoubtedly intoxicating, but it's essential to remember that every choice carries a ripple effect. The societal norms and expectations surrounding women play a significant role in shaping these choices. Society often paints a glamorous picture of the party girl lifestyle, making it seem like an endless spree of fun and adventure. But beneath the surface, there's a different story to be told. The potential long-term effects and consequences of this lifestyle can be severe. The physical toll of late nights and excessive alcohol can lead to health issues down the line. The emotional impact of fleeting relationships can result in a struggle to form meaningful connections in the future. And the financial implications of a high-spending lifestyle can lead to debt and financial instability. But it's not just about the individual consequences. This lifestyle can also affect the dynamics of relationships. When a woman who has partied hard in her 20s decides to settle down in her 30s, it might not be as simple as flipping a switch. Past behavior can influence perceptions, shape expectations, and even affect the dynamics of a relationship. So, what happens when the euphoria of the party lifestyle fades away? What happens when the music stops, the lights turn on, and reality sets in? The consequences of a decade of partying might not be immediately apparent, but eventually the bill comes due. But what happens when the party ends and reality sets in? Let's explore. Ever wondered how a woman in her 30s might make you, an unsuspecting man, pay for her past mistakes? As we delve deeper into the enigma of dark psychology and modern women, it's essential to understand the psychological tactics they might employ. Let's unravel some of these strategies, shall we? The first tactic is emotional manipulation. It's a subtle art where women use their emotional intelligence to influence a man's decision-making process. They might exploit your empathy, making you feel guilty for their past errors, and before you know it, you're caught in a web of emotional debt. Next, we have the victim narrative. Here, a woman might portray herself as a victim of her past, painting a vivid picture of her struggles. The aim? To evoke your sympathy and induce a sense of responsibility towards her. Another cunning tactic is the use of deception and misdirection. By strategically omitting or twisting information about her past, a woman might create a false image of herself. This illusion often leads men to make decisions based on a distorted reality. And then there's the seduction and charm offensive. It's all about using physical attraction and charisma to lower a man's defenses. This tactic often blurs the line between genuine affection and manipulation, making it particularly effective and dangerous. Lastly, we can't ignore the obligation and guilt tactic. Here, a woman might make you feel obligated to help her out of her predicaments, often stemming from her past. The guilt card is a powerful motivator, compelling men to pay for her past choices. These tactics are deeply rooted in dark psychology, exploiting human emotions, vulnerabilities, and the inherent desire to help others. They manipulate your perception, distort your reality, and ultimately, make you pay for a woman's past. So, how can you, as a man, protect yourself and navigate these tricky waters? Let's find out. How can you shield yourself from falling prey to such tactics? It's a question that resonates with many men who found themselves at the receiving end of manipulation. First and foremost, awareness is your greatest ally. By understanding the intricacies of dark psychology, you can spot the signs of manipulation before they take hold. This involves understanding the motives and methods used by manipulators. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect yourself. Next, it's crucial to establish and maintain personal boundaries. It's easy to lose sight of your own needs and desires when you're caught up in the whirlwind of a relationship, especially if manipulation is at play. But standing firm in your values and sticking to your boundaries can help keep you grounded. Be clear about what you will and won't accept in a relationship. This isn't about being stubborn or inflexible. It's about respecting your own worth. Another key strategy is to practice emotional detachment. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling, but rather learning to separate your emotions from the situation at hand. This can help you see things more clearly and make decisions based on logic and reason, rather than being swayed by emotional manipulation. It's also beneficial to cultivate a network of support. Surround yourself with friends and family who can provide a different perspective and help you stay centered. They can also serve as a sounding board when you're unsure of a situation or feeling manipulated. And finally, remember, it's okay to walk away. If you find yourself in a relationship where manipulation is the norm, know that it's okay to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-respect. Now that you're equipped with this knowledge, you can approach relationships with a new perspective. The journey towards understanding and protecting yourself from dark psychology is a continuous one, but the rewards are worth the effort. So, is it all doom and gloom, or is there a silver lining? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed so far. We've delved into the mysterious realm of dark psychology and its manifestations in modern women's behavior. We've examined the potential implications of such behaviors, particularly the notion of partying in one's 20s only to pass the repercussions on to others in later years. But it's crucial to understand that this isn't a universal truth. Not all women, or indeed all people, employ dark psychology. It's not a gender issue, but rather a human one. And it's not about assigning blame, but about fostering understanding. Dark psychology can be a tool for manipulation, yes. However, with awareness and understanding, it can also become a tool for protection. By comprehending these tactics, we are better equipped to recognize them when they are employed against us. This understanding can foster healthier relationships, as it allows us to differentiate between genuine affection and manipulation. Moreover, we must remember that societal norms are not always in our best interests. They are often created and perpetuated by those in power to maintain the status quo. We must question these norms, challenge them, and make informed decisions based on our own values and understanding. This is not to say that we should live in constant suspicion and mistrust. Rather, it's about being aware of the potential for manipulation and taking steps to protect ourselves. It's about recognizing that everyone has the capacity for both good and evil, and it's our responsibility to choose our actions wisely. So, in essence, the silver lining is this: knowledge. Knowledge gives us the power to navigate our relationships with wisdom and insight. It allows us to protect ourselves and foster healthier, more fulfilling relationships. In conclusion, it's not about demonizing women or any particular group. It's about understanding human behavior, questioning societal norms, and making informed decisions. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay aware, stay informed, and navigate your relationships with wisdom and insight.